9440.
4405.
944405.
Welcome back for another edition of Calhoun County's Most Wanted, the program where you get to help make Calhoun County be a safer and better place for all of us. I'm your host, Chris Wright, along with John Garlick from the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office. John,
hey, Chris.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be here. We spent a few days in Washington, D.C. last week.
Getting trained up on all the latest techniques and changes in the law and
all kinds of cool stuff. National Sheriff's Association Winter Conference. They have all kinds of information to put out there, and we benefited from that tremendously. It's a good event.
Now, while you were traveling up there, unfortunately, we had some big news going on about some people that were traveling to go pick up a car. Another reminder about how doing business online can set you up for being a victim.
That's right. Craigslist was the thing, and I believe the people were from Georgia, and they traveled in Georgia to pick up a car, and were never heard from again until they found their bodies, I think, early this morning. So yes, you don't know who you're dealing with on the internet. You just never know, and you've got to be very, very careful. I've met a couple of people who've had similar problems where they've arrived to go look at the car or whatever it was they were going to buy, and somebody walks out of the house carrying a firearm, and they're like, I don't know that I want to be here.
There are certainly safe ways to do business on the internet. We don't want to tell people you can't do business on the internet. There are ways that you can do that and be perfectly fine. But it's also perfectly fine to tell somebody, you know what, if we're going to do this transaction, we don't know each other, how about we meet down at the mall in the parking lot or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Years ago, I went to look at a car, and it was kind of fun. I took my daughter with me. I actually flew. I rented an airplane. We flew down, and they met us at the airport with the car. So it was a safe location, nice neutral location. But yeah, you're right. There's lots of ways to do business with people you don't know, but be smart, be safe, and yeah, run if you have to.
Just think about the possibilities before you get yourself into a situation. All right, let's talk about what we've done while you were gone. The viewers were doing a good job.
They sure did. We had 6 arrested for a total of 3,277 people put behind bars because of the wonderful people in Calhoun County wanting to make this a safer place to live.
Is this the first time we've had an all-female list of people that got arrested?
I don't know. That would be
6
a good
ladies
question
up there.
yeah, well, unfortunately, criminal activities are not gender specific.
No, they aren't. All right, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the first half of this week's lineup, see if you can help us again. And also, we've got some young ladies that are going to have some delicious news for us here on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
For emergency and non-emergency medical transportation, you can count on Anniston EMS.
Hello, I'm Johnny Warren with Anniston EMS, and we appreciate the opportunity to provide support for the Calhoun County's Most Wanted program. And I would like to remind everyone out there that if they need any medical transportation needs, please don't hesitate to call us.
Call Anniston EMS at 256-237-8572.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, Jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
Amazing Grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
a crackhead,
drug addict, alcoholic,
meth freak,
a rich,
like me.
I once was
homeless,
broken, sad,
just lost.
But now I am
sober,
happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
Sonny King Ford, serving our community for over 92 years with the same family ownership. At Sonny King Ford, you always get the best price and service. Always have, always will. Sonny King Ford wants to earn your business one customer at a time. So remember, if you want to pay more for your car or truck, that's your business. But if you want to pay less, well, that's our business. Sonny King Ford, South Quintard, Anniston, Oxford.
Hi, I'm Melanie Hollingsworth with Family Links, and in lieu of the weekly parenting tip, I'd like to share some information with you. Family Links has 2 very exciting events coming up in the next few months. Parent Project, a 10-week course designed to help parents learn how to handle at-risk behaviors in their youth and adolescence. The class is set to begin February the 7th at Sachs Middle School from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Call Family Links to get registered for the class. Also, the 2nd annual Foothills Family Festival and Run for Funds 5K will be held this year on April the 25th on beautiful McClellan. It's a wonderful all-day festival full of games, music, great food, and giveaways. You can find more information on the festival and race online at foothillsfamilyfestival.com. Don't miss out on either one of these great events. For more information, please contact Family Links at 256-820-5911.
Welcome to this week's edition of Calhoun County's Most Wanted. First up this week, Patrick Kirksey. Mr. Kirksey, last known to be living in Gilberttown. He's wanted for failure to appear on possession of marijuana first. And meet Ronnie Phillips. Mr. Phillips, last known to be living in Anniston. He's wanted for failure to appear on trafficking in marijuana. And we'd like you to meet Ginger Couch. Miss Couch, last known to be living in Anniston, she's wanted on probation revocation for theft of property second. And this is Conrad Chapman. Mr. Chapman, last known to be living in Anniston, he's wanted for probation violation on possession and receipt of a controlled substance. And here is Danny Woods. Mr. Woods, last known to be living in East Aboga. He's wanted for failure to appear on distribution of a controlled substance. And take a look, if you would, at Cynthia Willis. Miss Willis, last known to be living in Jacksonville. She's wanted on theft of property second. And last up for the first half of our lineup, Melissa Smith. Miss Smith, last known to be living in Anniston, she's wanted for probation violation on theft of property second. And that's it for the first half of our lineup. Stay tuned for the second half later in the show.
All right, John, while you were gone, we had Cub Scouts on, or actually a Cub Scout Master on to talk about all the things that they are doing. Mm-hmm. We saved the good stuff for your return.
That's correct.
So we get the Girl Scouts on now.
Yes, Girl Scouts. Girl Scout. What do the Cub Scouts do?
They do Pinewood Derby. We had the Pinewood Derby this weekend.
The Pinewood Derby.
Yeah, racing little cars that you make out of wood.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
You raced a car made out of wood?
Yeah.
That you made?
Well, technically William, my 8-year-old, made it. I helped.
You helped. I hope he did most of the work.
I didn't help enough for him to win, but I helped.
He didn't get hurt in a car that you made.
Anna and Caitlin, let's talk to these young ladies here. Take it away from me. And welcome to Calhoun County's Most Wanted. We told you that we wanted you to come on and talk about Girl Scouts. In reality, you are wanted by the sheriff's office for not doing your homework. We're here to arrest you.
I do my homework.
Me too.
Wow.
Yeah, they got
Let's
you,
check that
they?
warrant again, John.
Yes, we'll have to get that one recalled.
All right. It's Girl Scout cookie time.
Yes, it is.
All right, so what are we doing this year with the Girl Scout cookies? Please, please, please tell me that you haven't done away with the Samoas.
No.
No, you still got the Samoas.
We still have the Samoas.
Where are they? Hand them over.
We don't have them just yet.
Yes, you said you had Samoas. Give me some Samoas.
We don't.
Help me out here, John.
I don't like Samoas.
Ew. I don't like
So,
Samoas.
I like
like we're gonna get them on booths start on February 6th, so then you can get them.
February 6th? So that's when they're going to be out. We'll be starting to see you girls and other Girl Scouts all over town selling cookies as of February 6th, so just in time for Valentine's Day.
And if you don't know where booths are, you go to girlscoutcookies.org
and type in your zip, and it'll tell you where Girl Scout cookie booths are located.
Is that like on the interwebs or something?
Yeah.
And it's on the internet.
Okay. girlscoutcookies.org.
Yeah.
All right, but chances are, John, you're not going to have to look on the internet. From my experience over the last several years, you're going to run into some Girl Scouts.
Yes, there'll be Girl Scouts everywhere selling cookies. I love those cookies.
All right, so what do we have this year? We know we still got the Samoas, my favorites, even though you don't actually have them like you said. Where are my Samoas? What else do we have?
We got 2 new cookies, Raw Raisins and Toffee-tastic.
And Toffee-tastics are gluten-free.
They're gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free, yes.
All right, so you don't have to pay for the gluten.
Well, you have to pay.
You have to pay
What, you said it was free.
Well, gluten-free means it doesn't have gluten.
What is gluten anyway?
I have no clue.
No clue? But it's not in the cookie.
No,
No.
So the other cookies have gluten,
I think.
Yeah.
but you don't charge extra for those.
No, they're
So the
All the
gluten's free all the time, isn't it?
all the cookies are $3.50, so
$3.50.
$3.50.
350
What if I say I got like $2.75?
Then
Can you
can't
work me
buy
a deal?
one. No,
Nope.
No. Come on.
not even. No, sorry.
Under the table?
Nope.
Not even if you're a TV
Cash money.
host. No.
Nope.
These girls are tough.
They are tough. They know not to be dealing with you.
So let's talk about these new cookies here. The Rah Rah Raisin is one of the new ones. What is the Rah Rah Raisin?
Well, it has raisins and Greek yogurt raisins.
Greek yogurt raisins. Okay, so do we have to keep them refrigerated? Okay.
No, but
You can.
you can.
Okay. Can we put them in the freezer? Just buy like a year supply and shove them in the freezer and keep them all year?
Yeah, they store really good.
Okay.
So did you get all your Greek yogurt raisins before the trouble they had over there this past week? The government change and all that?
You're not up to speed on the new austerity measures that they were voting in?
All
Or
raisins,
out, actually, I
well,
think,
they
isn't
We're
voted them out, and all the
kids.
raisins are now equal.
Your
We
kids?
don't know
Oh,
that.
I forgot that. Okay. All right. So Rah Rah Raisins is one of the new ones. What's the other new one?
Toffee-tastic.
Toffee-tastic, and that's the one with the free gluten,
Yes.
Yes.
or gluten-free.
Yeah, it's gluten free.
So what is the Toffee-tastic?
It has like toffee bits in it. It's kind of like the Do-si-dos.
Kind of like the Do-si-dos. So why do we need the toffee? Do we still have the Do-si-dos?
Yes.
I don't think so.
We do still have the Do-si-dos. And Do-si-dos are not like Toffee-tastic.
Well, they're sort of like toffee-tastic anyway.
All right, so now I've got to buy a box of the Do-si-dos and the Toffee-tastic to compare them and see if they really are
I
alike.
think that's a
Well, they're
challenge.
sort of alike.
No,
I
they're
don't
sort
say
of alike.
they're
No.
sort of.
There's disagreement here in the Girl Scout community about Toffee-tastics and Do-si-dos.
Do-si-dos are
They're a little
peanut
bit.
butter. Do-si-dos are peanut butter.
I said they're a little bits, Caitlin.
All right, so we're just going to have to try them all and figure it out for ourselves. You girls don't go anywhere. We're not done with you yet, okay? We're going to be right back. We will have the second half of this week's lineup and more with the Girl Scouts if they don't run and hide from us here on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Amazing Grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
A crackhead.
Drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak,
A wretch.
like me.
I once was.
Homeless.
Broken. Sad.
Just lost. But now I am sober.
Happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
Sonny King Ford, serving our community for over 92 years with the same family ownership. At Sonny King Ford, you always get the best price and service. Always have, always will. Sonny King Ford wants to earn your business one customer at a time. So remember, if you want to pay more for your car or truck, that's your business. But if you want to pay less, well, that's our business. Sonny King Ford, South Quintard, Anniston, Oxford.
For emergency and non-emergency medical transportation, you can count on Anniston EMS.
Hello, I'm Johnny Warren with Anniston EMS, and we appreciate the opportunity to provide support for the Calhoun County's Most Wanted program. And I would like to remind everyone out there that if they need any medical transportation needs, please don't hesitate to call us.
Call Anniston EMS at 256-237-8572.
And welcome to the second half of our lineup. First up this half, Janice Schluter. Miss Schluter, last known to be living in Gadsden. She's wanted for failure to appear on endangering the welfare of a child. And this is Martin Duro. Mr. Duro, last known to be living in Oxford. He's wanted for failure to appear on receiving stolen property third. And meet Antonio Story. Mr. Story, last known to be living in Anniston. He's wanted for failure to appear on reckless endangerment. And take a look at Sabrina Bonner. Miss Bonner, last known to be living in Jacksonville. She's wanted for failure to pay child support, the face of a deadbeat mom. And this is Andrew Smith. Mr. Smith, last known to be living in Anniston. He's wanted for contempt of court. And last up in our lineup this week, Jonathan Kemp. Mr. Kemp, last known to be living in Anniston. He's wanted for probation revocation on criminal mischief third. And that's it for our lineup. If you know the whereabouts of any of these folks, give us a call at Crime Stoppers 256-238-1414.
We've got more crime fighting to do in just a few minutes, but right now we're having fun with the Girl Scouts. Hopefully not too much fun, John.
Not too much fun, Skipper. We're doing great.
Okay, Chelsea. Yeah, we found out during the break that we have new names, but the young ladies here are with the Girl Scouts. We've been talking about Girl Scout cookies, and that's great. We all love Girl Scout cookies, but let's find out about why you sell Girl Scout cookies. Obviously, you're raising money. What do you do with the Girl Scouts?
The Girl Scout cookies are meant to be like, you learn how to manage money and you learn how to run your own business.
Okay, that's cool. Learning to be entrepreneurs and such, and taking care of business, all the bookkeeping, that kind of thing, and responsibility. Let's talk about the fun part of it, though, because surely the money that you raise, you end up using that for fun things, right?
This year, for our cookie money, we're supposed to go to Savannah, Georgia, and
see
visit
Juliet Gordon Lowe's birthplace and
Juliet
home.
Gordon Lowe is the
Person
founder.
who started Girl Scouts. Basically.
Really?
She's from Savannah? I love Savannah.
Did you know that in England it's the Girl Guides instead of the Girl Scouts?
Yeah.
You did know that? They know everything.
They do know everything.
My mother was a Girl Guide in London. I thought I was going to throw something out here and surprise them, give them some new information, but no, they've got all the new information for us.
They do.
They're doing a great
they
job.
Probably
They
even
really
know
are.
what troop your mom was in.
So Savannah, you're going to go over there and you're going to visit the birthplace. Surely that's not the only thing you're going to do there, right?
No, we're going to visit her home.
Visit her home.
Well,
And-
sadly, she's gone now, but
Yeah.
she has a home.
So are you going to go out to eat and do some other fun stuff while you're there, hopefully? Or you just really don't know everything, right?
No,
Haven't made all the details on that.
Not just yet.
So what on a regular basis, do you girls get together like on a weekly basis and do stuff?
Yeah.
Only the first and third Tuesday of every month.
Okay, so what are some of the things that you do when you get together?
We go into separate rooms. There's different rooms, and what you kind of do is we each do different things. Like one maybe working on a patch, one maybe doing something else. But sometimes we all get together and do stuff.
All right, and you were pointing at a couple of the patches that you've got there on your vest. What can you tell us about those?
This one is when we first started our first badge. This was a comic book one. We did a comic book.
Cool.
Then this one was a crime scene.
A crime. Ooh. John?
What did you do on the crime scene?
Well, we took Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid, and we made it blood splatters. And then we had 3 kids who ran through the room twice for their details. Then we wrote it down.
So it's like a mystery. Did you figure out who did it?
No. Oh.
It's an unsolved Girl Scout crime.
I was talking to the sheriff yesterday, and of course, funding is one of the issues. You never have enough money for enough deputies.
That's correct.
We
can recruit
might have
the Girl
some
Scouts.
help here.
I think we should recruit the Girl Scouts.
So 20136, is that the number of your? Do you call it a pack or what?
It's a troop.
A troop. Okay.
It's not a pack.
Okay.
That's Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
We're girls.
Boy Scouts is what I did. I'm
Come
sorry,
on,
I didn't do the Girl
Girls.
Scouts.
We're not boys. We're girls.
Chris has a hard time with that.
Yeah. Now, you've got 3 stars under your number there, and you've got 4.
This represents how the years that we've been.
Except I've actually been in
juniors.
I've actually been in 4 years, so I don't know where my others are.
You lost a star.
I guess I did.
Uh-oh.
You're out of
This could
uniform.
be trouble. You're going to have to make up for it by selling a lot of... How many cookies are you hoping to sell this year?
I'm hoping to sell about
At least 500.
Yeah, probably at least 500.
500 cookies or boxes?
Boxes.
Or cartons?
It has to be it's like boxes.
500 boxes each. So between the two of you, that's 1,000 boxes?
Last year I sold 1,000 boxes.
You alone sold 1,000 boxes?
Yes.
Wow. So you're just setting up at different places and selling them to friends and relatives, that kind of thing?
Well, it's kind of like that, except like you sign up for different booths and like you have a partner. And me and her are usually partners. So yeah, it's kind of like you both they manage what amount of cookies that you have, so then they split them in two or how many people they have.
All right, does she carry her weight? Does she help you sell as many cookies as you sell? Because if y'all are splitting it down the middle, y'all both need to carry on your own weight. You do, don't you? You sell more than her, don't you?
No.
Okay. They're not going to throw each other under the
They're
bus
not.
here.
That's because they're Girl Scouts. They do things right.
They do
Get
it right.
with the program.
Very good. Well, congratulations. We need to wrap up now, but you girls have got lots of selling to do. February 6th is when the cookies are going to hit the streets. Folks, be ready. February 6th, get your cookies. Leave the Samoas alone. Those are mine. Good luck, girls. 500 boxes each. Cool. Thank you very much. All right. We'll be back with the Crime Stoppers segment and our crazy criminal on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Sonny King Ford, serving our community for over 92 years with the same family ownership. At Sonny King Ford, you always get the best price and service. Always have, always will. Sonny King Ford wants to earn your business one customer at a time. So remember, if you want to pay more for your car or truck, that's your business. But if you want to pay less, well, that's our business. Sonny King Ford, South Quintard, Anniston, Oxford.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
For emergency and non-emergency medical transportation, you can count on Anniston EMS.
Hello, I'm Johnny Warren with Anniston EMS, and we appreciate the opportunity to provide support for the Calhoun County's Most Wanted program. And I would like to remind everyone out there that if they need any medical transportation needs, please don't hesitate to call us.
Call Anniston EMS at 256-237-8572.
Amazing Grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
A crackhead,
Drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak,
a wretch,
like me.
I once was.
homeless.
Broken. Sad.
Just lost. But now I am sober.
Happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
And welcome to the Crime Stoppers portion of our show. We have a long list of cases here we need your help on, so break out a pencil and some paper and get ready to write some stuff down. First up this week, between January 8th and January 9th, a pink Polaris Outlaw ATV and a Kawasaki Bayou ATV were stolen from this residence on Coaches Lane in Alexandria. And sometime between January 9th and January 10th, some U.S. currency, a cordless drill, camera, and firearm were stolen from this residence on Piedmont Jacksonville Highway in Piedmont. And sometime between December 26th and January 8th, a baseball glove and other personal items were stolen from this storage unit located on Highway 144 in Alexandria. And between January 11th and January 12th, various power tools were stolen from this building on Kings Gap Mountain Road in Piedmont. And between January 11th and January 12th, a 10-foot utility trailer was stolen from this business on Highway 431 in Alexandria. And on January 15th at about 3:45 a.m., a robbery occurred at the MAPCO located on Highway 431 in Alexandria. A white male entered the store and demanded money from the clerk. The white male was wearing camouflage overalls and a white hat with an A on it. The male fled southbound on foot from the store. And between January 18th and January 19th, assorted tools were stolen from this barn on Nesbitt Lake Road in Jacksonville. And between January 18th and January 19th, fishing tackle and assorted tools were stolen from a second barn, also located on Nesbitt Lake Road in Jacksonville. Between January 17th and January 18th, a drill was stolen from this residence on Nesbitt Lake Road in Jacksonville. And on January 15th, this residence on Laurel Trace was broken into. Nothing has been reported stolen at this time, but a vehicle in the garage was damaged. And between January 15th and January 17th, the residence on Highway 9 in Piedmont was broken into. Nothing has been reported stolen at this time. And between January 18th and January 20th, a gray 2008 Arctic Cat ATV was stolen from this residence on Bryant Road in Ohatchee. And on January 22nd, 4 chrome factory Toyota Corolla wheels were stolen from this business on Highway 431 in Alexandria. And last up on your lengthy caseload this week, between January 18th and January 20th, 2 truck batteries were stolen from this residence on Reagan Chapel Road in Ohatchee. And that is your caseload for the week. If you find anything out about these cases, please give us a call at Crime Stoppers, 256-238-1414. Remember, we want your information and not your name.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
All right, a lot of people like to rob places.
Oh.
Usually you want to do that if you're going to try to sneak into a place, you want to do it when nobody is there. It's probably a good idea.
Safe way to do it.
An individual that wanted to rob a Dollar General store, and he's coming in through the roof. Unfortunately for him, there were still some people in the store. They heard some noises. They called the police. Police officer arrives on the scene, comes in, and right as he's asking about what they have heard, bloop, straight through the ceiling, right in front of the police officer. He falls out there. Literally, the burglar fell into the officer's lap.
Excellent. Excellent.
You just stay there. I'll be right with you. Don't you love it when they make it easy?
Yeah, that's great. Wow. Wow.
They think he was trying to break in to steal some cigarettes. Not worth it.
Quit smoking, it's safer.
Absolutely. All right, well, hopefully you will never be one of our crazy criminals, and hopefully you won't be in our lineup that we have each week. If you missed the beginning of this week's lineup, don't worry. You still have a chance to see that. We've got a lineup video on the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. You can go watch that whenever you feel like, or you can go to the TV24 website and watch this entire show on demand. And we like to, before we wrap up, apologize to the Girl Scouts.
We love the Girl Scouts and we love the Girl Scout cookies. So make sure you save the date, the 6th of February,
yeah,
and get your Girl Scout cookies.
They were really good sports.
They were excellent sports.
We're going to have to buy, after teasing them.
Was good.
Yeah. All right, Chelsea. That is all the time that we have for today. More than enough of it. We'll be looking for you again next week, but hopefully not in the lineup on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Do-si-do.